This is how we're going to teach everybody how to shoot on our 6th through 12th grade this year. Three things. We're going to tell them to go home, which means their dominant hand is by their side. So if they hold their arm down, their opposite hand, their guide hand should be over here. You should almost make a T here. So this is home. We're going to tell the kids home, raise the L. So when looking at it from a side angle, we should have 90 degree. A tendency of a lot of kids is to cock this back or to have a chicken, what I call a chicken wing, to stick your elbow out. We want to make sure the arm stays right over the right leg for a right-handed player, 90 degrees, and then we'll shoot and follow through. So when we do a drill called form shooting, what you need to do is get your kids to go to about 4 feet beyond the goal. We'll have a rebounder. They'll go home, raise the L, shoot and follow through, and they'll shoot 3 in a row. Okay, so the rebounder will give the ball back to them, home, raise the L, shoot and follow through. They should hold the follow through until it goes through the basket. So that will be form shooting and what form we should be used to shoot. So an inside out crossover, rather than doing a regular crossover here, an inside out crossover brings the ball across your body and then back to the same side you started with. So if I was doing a right hand inside out crossover, I'd come here, take the ball all the way across my body, nice and low, bring it back. So full speed, you can mix this in with your normal crossover to fool defenders with the dribble. So that's an inside out crossover. One thing we can work on in practice is footwork. It's extremely important that we meet everything as a right-handed player, left-right. As a left-handed player, our footwork should be right-left. But for the majority of players, they will meet the ball left-right. So as we step into everything, a pass, shot, whatever we're doing, we need to step with it left-right. Now, since that's the case, our right foot becomes the foot we can move. So it's extremely important that we teach all of our players to do everything left-right. When they learn to shoot the basketball, they should learn to shoot it left-right if they're a right-handed player. Every single time, we need to get footwork to be the fundamental base for our shooting. So these players need to be doing this every single time. Not 1 out of 5 times, but every single time they need to step into the ball left-right. So as we teach them to shoot, they can just toss it back left-right, shoot and follow through. That could be a drill we run right there. Pivoting, that would be run the same way. So we catch it left-right, and then this naturally becomes our pivot foot. So if we want to teach a proper pivot, we can pivot. A regular pivot would be nice and low and wide, elbows out, nice and slow. We spin around here. That would be a regular pivot. A reverse pivot would be going backwards, the direction we can't necessarily see. Low and wide, reverse, 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 that's a reverse pivot. Both of those are extremely important to teach the kids. Left, right, our jab foot should be our right foot. So every time we go anywhere with our dribble, our right foot should be our first step every time. Right foot first every time for a right-handed player. This is a simple drill we can run. It's just a jump stop drill to teach our kids to do jump stop. But it's extremely important that as we teach the jump stop, we also focus on their footwork on the perimeter. So as the pass comes, or you can have the kids toss the ball themselves in a jump stop drill, catch it left, right, and then add a shot fake. And just bring the ball up, look at the goal. So this drill will work. We'll push the dribble out into the lane and then jump stop on both feet. So I'll do it a few times, then go. When I do the jump stop, my feet land together. If I were to take a step, so I caught it as a right-handed player, I caught it left-right, my first step should be with my right foot, because that's the foot I can move. And then I hop together for a jump stop. If I were to take a step as a right-handed player here, and then go left-right, that would be a travel. So it's important our kids know to jump stop. Anytime they come into the lane, learn how to jump stop or pull up left-right. It's important that everyone in our program know how to do proper footwork for a right hand and a left hand layup. For a right hand layup, we should be jumping off our left foot with our right hand extended and our right leg raised. You can tell your kids, pretend there's a string tied here, so as you bring your arm up, your leg comes with it. On the left side, we should naturally go off our right leg, left hand, left foot. So you can see here as I do a few layups, watch my footwork. Here's the right-handed layup. Get the ball, and then if we're doing a left-hand layup, it's important we go off our right foot here, radar, left knee, left leg. It's important that every pass into the post is a bounce pass, or the majority of the passes into the post are bounce passes. So if I'm a guard and I'm on the wing, whenever I pass the ball to the post, I can move my right leg, so I should step low and deliver a pass here, or I can go high if I want to. When I step low and pass, what I need to do then is show my hands and shuffle the perimeter. We don't want our kids running the perimeter. We don't want them doing karaoke out here, but instead enter it, shuffle, call for the ball, get the ball back, catch it left, right. When we teach our kids how to do curls, it's extremely important, whether we're doing it in the 15-foot range or we're doing it in the 3-point range, it's extremely important we catch the ball with the proper footwork. As we come out to do a curl, it's extremely important we show our hands, call for the ball, catch it left, right, here with our feet, and then get not only our shoulders square, but our feet square as well. We don't want to be facing here, shooting here, or have our upper body facing here and then coming back across. So it's really important on a curl, catch it left, right, get it square, and shoot. Now, if you're doing a curl from this side as a right-handed player, it's extremely important that as you catch it, you can, as we get more advanced, you can catch it right, left, or you can hop into it. If you want to teach the hop, that is fine. Come here, hop into it, feet are square, shoulders are square, and shoot. That would be a curl move. When we're teaching kids how to post up, it's extremely important we teach the following things. We want them to post up with one foot in the paint, preferably. We want them to make a nice wide base. We want them to squat down, okay? Get their both elbows out and to showing their hands. So when I post up, let's say I was coming from the top and I slid down here and I wanted to post up. I want to get nice and wide here, show your target, your numbers here, nice and wide, show your hands so that you can receive a pass. So that would be a generic post up. So now the most simple post move is a drop step. I would like all of our post players in the junior high level to have mastered this by the time they get to 9th grade. What they need to do is get a nice wide base here. With a post up, they call for the ball, they say ball, and then they're going to drop their leg. As the ball's coming, they're going to go ahead and drop that first leg. Okay? Drop the leg here, nice wide turn, up and shot. So what it should look like is if I'm doing a drop step, nice and wide, ball's coming, drop step, leg up. That is the most simple post move. You can do it from both sides. I'll show you here from the left-hand side here. We can get it here, post up, drop the right leg, left hand layup. That would be what we call a drop step post move. When we're teaching our kids to do a hook shot, we want to teach them what's called a half hook. So a nice post up here, call for the ball, and then instead of taking a big step back, we're going to take a little side step. So we'll take a side step, come here and shoot over our shoulder, a hook shot. So full speed, it should look like this. Nice post up, ball, half hook, right there, shot. You can do that from both sides. Just a little half step, turn over your shoulder. When you turn, you want to get your off arm, once again, protect it here, protect with your off arm, and then you can go up with your right hand for the half hook. Okay, it's important when we're teaching post, how to do a post move, it's important that post can catch it at the high post and then dribble to the goal. So what we want to teach is post to be able to catch the ball here, and then we're going to use our pivot that we worked on to open up. So what we want to do is open up nice and wide here. That way we clear out the defender. If I were to do a regular turn here, the defender can close this gap. But instead what we want to do is a reverse pivot. So we do a reverse pivot here, and now we face the goal. Once we face the goal, we can shoot, dribble and score, or we can pass it back off. But it's important, catch the ball here, learn to do a reverse pivot to face the goal, rather than a regular pivot where the defender can close this gap. Three different passes, a bounce pass, a chest pass, and overhead pass. I wanted to show those now. When we pass, what I don't want our kids to learn is to pass without stepping into our pass. We see this a lot. This does not provide any effort behind the ball. What we need to do instead is step into our pass. So whenever we make a pass, we need to step with our dominant foot. If I'm making a bounce pass, make a bounce pass. Rather than coming here, and then it's all chest. So when we teach the kids the jump stop, feet together, and then step into our pass, whether it's a bounce pass or a chest pass or an overhead pass. We're still stepping with our dominant foot into the direction we're passing the basketball. It's important that we teach our kids to take outlets wide. So after we get an offensive rebound, after we get a defensive rebound, we want to take outlets with our back to the out of bounds. So as a point guard, we want to get our point guards out of the way of the play. So let's say there was a defensive rebound, we want to get out of the play, nice and wide here, call for the ball outlet, and then we can get up the court. The reason we want to do that is, let's say we got our kids in traffic here, the ball's rebounded here, and we teach the outlet here, where there's still lots of commotion and lots of players in this area. So we can't have the outlet here. We want to get the outlet wide and get them going up the court. So when we call for our point guards to take an outlet, we want to make sure they're wide on the court with their back to the sideline. It's important in our offense that we teach our kids to set the screen on the defender. If you look over here at the stools, you can see we'll let the black stool be the offensive player, where the pink stool is the defender. We want to find the defender whenever we set a screen. It's important that I come over here, when I come to set the screen, get nice and wide and get set, get stopped. And then the offensive guy comes. We don't want to set the screen and the offensive guy is already moving. That would be an illegal screen. So let's say, on whatever play we're running, let's say the defender is here. That defender is guarding the black stool out there. We still need to go find that defender. So let's say I have passed away, and now I need to go screen away. Well, I don't want to go screen right next to the man because there's nothing to screen. So instead, we find his defender, nice wide body, set the screen here. So we always want to find the defender to set the screen on rather than an area to set the screen. Okay, when we play defense, it's extremely important that we teach ball side versus help side. Right now in this scenario, my man is this stool with the pink shirt on. The ball, as you can see, is one pass away. The ball is on the opposite side of the court. If we take the court and we divide it in half, right now, this side of the court would be considered ball side. This side of the court would be considered help side. Right now, I'm one pass away. So it does not make much sense to teach our kids to be this close to the defender with their back to the ball. What instead we want to teach is how to play help side to deny the pass, and then to play extreme help side. So, as you can see, the ball's moving. So if the ball is over here, let's move the ball down here to the corner. So if the ball is in the corner and I am 2 passes away, this is my man in man-to-man defense, and the ball is now in position in the corner. What I want to do is go help side. So what that means is I need to get 1 foot on the ball side. Remember, we've divided the court into 2 halves. So ball side is over here because the ball is here. So what I want to do is get my body right in the center of the court, make sure I can see my man, which is the pink stool here, and the ball at the same time. So what I want to do is be right here, arms out, looking straight ahead. Now, as the ball has been swung to the top position, I need to adjust. I'm still guarding the pink stool. So rather than being extremely low on the court, I want to be right here where I can still help. I'm close to the ball side, and I can look down my arm. So we want to teach hand in the passing lane. So this is the guy guarding. I got one hand out. I'm looking down my arm, so a hand in the passing lane. And the ball's over here, so I can see the ball and I can see my man. Now, it's extremely important that we teach our kids to go as low on the court as their offensive player they're guarding goes. Let's say this guy in the pink moves way down here. So I was just here defending, and now the offensive player has moved over here. It's extremely important that I don't just stay here.